Hey, bless up, and greetings to you all. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the largest purchases. I wouldn't say the largest because our other previous homes have been valued higher than this, but cash purchase that I've ever made. So, this is not something that is easy to achieve for for most, but it is obtainable and you can do it. So I want to share with you how we purchased 20 acres, free and clear, no debt, no loan. For all of you all that are new, never been here, I'm Eco Neighbor. My wife is Gigi Naturals Homestead. Y'all check her channel out. Also check out my playlist. We have documented or vlogged or whatever you want to call it, our whole entire journey through this whole process in buying land, right? It has not been easy, and I'm going to start off by saying this is not easy. This is not a little quick fix. This is not one of those situations where, hey, in 90 days or 60 days, this can happen or that can happen. But I will say it is obtainable. Uh, Before you even consider buying land, think about what you want to do with the land. How much land do you need? We wanted enough space that we can not have to, if we did not want to interact with our neighbors. If we did interact with our neighbors, it would be intentional. We want enough space where we could be free. We want enough space where we could be creative, do whatever we want to. Hence the secret garden in the back. Hey, it's still work in progress, but y'all see we got some grass back here, right? It's coming, it's slowly coming. So it's just exciting times. Owning land is very powerful. It makes you really feel like you have accomplished a lot of different things in life. I will tell you, I am so grateful and I am so thankful to the Creator up above for allowing us this opportunity just to manage a portion, a little small drop it of land. With that said, uh, as you all know, if you've been watching the journey, it has been a struggle. And I just want to encourage those that are thinking about buying land, and if you don't want any debt, you want to change your lifestyle, you really want to kind of live off the land or maybe live off the grid, or you just want to explore and try some different things and you just want to have something that you can pass down from generation to generation. As everybody say, diversify your resources. Us buying this piece of property is a part of our diversifying some of our resources. There's different ways. You have your 401ks, you have your retirement plans, the IRAs, you have different other investments, you have stocks, you have bonds, you have a lot of different things, CDs, you got precious metals, it's a lot of things. But land to me is a great foundation to secure or to stabilize your income and your resources. So I would recommend buying land hands down. So let's go through. What we did something that a lot of people are not willing to do. We gave up everything. This wasn't our first piece of land. We bought our first piece of land when we first got married, uh, within about a year. And it was raw land, but it was more kind of like in a neighborhood setting. But we cleared the land and then we bought a modular home and we lived there for a lot of years. And no matter what no one says, location, 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 depends on where you are. We live here in the state of Florida. Our first home was bought in the state of Florida. Our second home was bought in Georgia. And then our second property that we bought was in Florida. And then our third home was bought in Florida as well. And now we're here still in the beautiful state of Florida. And we are here in this beautiful nature. You got Sean in the background. You have the birds singing in the background. And this is so freeing. This is a beautiful morning. I woke up, but I wanted to share this with you. And hopefully you can utilize this to inspire you, to motivate you to, if you have a dream or if you have a dream of owning land, do not give up on it. Do not give up on it. What we did, we liquidated our home. We stayed in our home for probably about 7, maybe 8 years. But we bought a home when the market was low. That's the key. And we tried to max out how much house we could get. So we purchased a home that was around 2,300 square feet, and it was in a prime location that was strategic. The school systems were great. The access to resources, for shopping, for hospitals, for main access to interstates. We purchased this land strategically. Low crime rate. It was just nice. It was beautiful. We did purchase our land just outside of town, what you would call maybe the suburbs, but it was a desirable, and it still to this day is desirable. Right now, I know our home, since we bought it, it has increased probably about $60,000. And we made this journey right about a year from this video being recorded. But we purchased a home, and we lived there, and we kept the home, and we were gardeners. But in 2020, something hit us to the part where we began to shift in our gardening into high gear. We started eating out of our yard. We started building a self-sustainable yard and area, and we only had a third of an acre. And with that third of an acre, we grew and we ate out of our yard, and it was phenomenal. And then it was on from then. And we started asking ourselves, why are we here? Why are we doing this thing? Why are we still here at this location? So we then start looking and being intentional about finding a piece of property. We sold that one. At that time we had another vacant piece of land. We sold that piece of land. We took in those resources, and we aggressively started looking for land because we were going to finance originally. But then we found this land, and because job was stressed at the time, the kids were getting a little bit older, and we said, we need to live for us. So we made that decision to just say, hey, let's go all the way in and let's find some land. We found a piece of property. It did not work out. We had a dual closing. We was hoping that we could sell this land, but we couldn't sell the land. We was hoping that we could buy the land that we was getting ready to buy, the dual closing. The deal fell through, but our household, we didn't have a home to live in, and so we went on a journey looking for the perfect piece of property. A couple of deals fell through prior to all of that, and just be prepared. Sometimes you have to lose to win. And we lost some property. We invested in some property, but prior to even us buying this home that we sold, we tried to purchase some other properties, and the deal fell through, and we lost money. So sometimes you will lose money trying to aggressively go after certain things, but don't stop. Don't give up. Don't let that talk you out of not pursuing it again. Anything worth having is not easily obtainable. If it was easily obtainable, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would have 100, 300, 1,200 acres of land. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So what we did, to make a long story short, we sold our home. We sold just about everything that we possibly could, and we located this property. Our realtor that we were working with on another deal that fell through, he called us. He said, hey, I got a piece of property. I'm getting ready to list it, but I'm telling you, when I list it, it's going to sell. So if you all are interested, here's the address, here's the location. And so we sped out, we went out, and he knew that it wasn't everything that we wanted as far as the location and also the accessibility. This property we bought, it is on a graded road. We wanted paved road, but at this price point that we got this property, and for 20 acres, when we was trying to shoot from 5 to 10, if we could get 5 to 10 at the time, we would be happy. But to have the opportunity, to truly have the opportunity to pay total cash for 20 acres in the state of Florida, not wetland, but upland, dry land, it was an opportunity. And then it was full of life when we got here at the property. It was unimproved property. Unimproved property means it has never been lived upon, never been, no infrastructure, no water, no electricity, and we still don't have electricity, y'all. So we still out here off gridding. We were able to put in a well. We just recently got the septic tank, but we're taking it step by step. The goal that we have, we do not want to acquire any long-term debt. We may acquire short-term debt, but no long-term debt. We want something that if we had to go and pick up cans, wash cars, or cut grass, or clean homes, or work a part-time job, we can sustain and pay for it if we had to do that. But the goal is to be self-sustaining right here on our land and leave our 9 to 5s and be right here in a self-sustaining area. We have put in a lot of work, and I'm hoping that you all will take a look at the video, like and subscribe, but also take a look at the channel, because we got a lot of information. We've done a lot of different things, and hopefully this channel can be a resource to you if you're thinking about purchasing land. So with that said, we bought the land, but we did our due diligence. We did research. We went to the courthouse. We looked up the deed. We made sure that we went with a title company to get a free and clear deed. That is so important. You don't want no liens on it. You don't want no family issues or anything on it. But we obtained the land, and we actually purchased it from a company, from a business, because they sold timber and they were liquidating property, and we had that opportunity. We tried to lowball them. They didn't go for it. They already had a pending offer that they rejected that was higher than ours, and so we went aggressively and we secured the land. Now granted, we spent a lot of cash to do this, but this was an opportunity of a lifetime. And one thing about when you're owning property and you truly own property free and clear, you can rebuild. You can rebuild. So of course, we didn't have a home. We still don't have a house, but we do have a cabin that we brought on, and we purchased the RV, and we're currently living in the cabin and the RV. But we got plans to move forward with another cabin, and we may have a few more cabins out here, and who knows, we may have a few Airbnbs in the future, but the sky's the limit. You know, there's nothing more empowering than cutting your own road, cutting your own path. No, no restrictions, nobody to tell you can't do it. Placing a tree that you know is going to be here for a long time, and it's just something about that. It's just something that gives you so much empowerment and security, to the part where you just feeling just high. You know, every morning is a high morning. Every morning is a good morning, because we're here, and everything you do on your land, you benefit. Every single sweat equity that you put on your land, you benefit. Versus when we rent it, when we own property into the city, it's just not the same. In this rural environment, having enough space where our grandkids can run, or even our kids have a place where they want to take a portion of land. It's 20 acres. They want to take 4 or 5 acres. They can take 4 or 5 acres. They can have their own establishment, have their own world, and it's all here. If I want to do a garden, I plan to do multiple gardens. I'm doing walking paths. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, just what we want, you know. And we being in touch with nature. We love nature. We love this environment. The air is beautiful. The sky is just so big, and the trees just seem like they just tickle the sky, you know. It's just a beautiful, beautiful investment. And I just feel like if we can only encourage more and more people to take a deep dive. One of the only regrets that I do have about this journey is that I didn't do it sooner. And we do plan in the future to purchase more land as much as possible, but we have different ideas that we want to do with it, and we're looking for more of the strategic purchasing of land to become a resource and become a residual based income for our future. Because as we get older, we need a source of income that provides a residual income. So I'm hoping that this has been helpful to you, but do whatever you have to do sell stuff, pick up another job, liquidate things, make the babies at the house feel like, oh my God, oh, they're gonna sell us. Do whatever you have to do, as Dave Ramsey would say. But do whatever you have to do. But there's nothing more freeing than owning your own land and purchasing your own land. And with that said, I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day. And don't forget to keep on growing. Take care, be well, and be safe.